Hello my beautiful soul family. I welcome you all to my channel, The Mystical Hummingbird. I'm happy that you can be here with me today. It's been I've let some days go by. I've been really busy, so I haven't been able to make any video. But I felt compelled the last little while to come here and share with you some thoughts of some things that I have been experiencing. I want you to note something. The roses I had here from last time, I can't bring myself to throw them out because there's still life in them. There's still energy. And this is what my subject will be about the energy. Energy never dies, it just transforms. As you can see, these flowers, there's one or two, let me see, there might be one, I'll show you. And this one's really, you can see she's really holding onto herself. And then the others, some of them have dried, as you can hear. And the greenery is still green. They are still with their own color, but they're transforming into another form, which is, it brings them to be completely almost dried, yet they still maintain some sort of a form. Now, what I want to tell you and share with you here, well, first of all, I welcome you all, and I hope that you're all having a good day and enjoying this beautiful weather. I'm in the western part of the United States, and it's fall, and it's absolutely beautiful. In fact, we've had some beautiful evenings yesterday and the day before yesterday. We've been able to see the northern lights, and that was really what's the word, spectacular. It was just so vibrant. The colors were so beautiful. I wasn't able to see a lot of it because where I'm situated, where I'm at, but people send me pictures, and I saw a little bit. The sky looked more like it was sort of like a greenish and pink nuances, like kind of mixed together. It was very beautiful. And then yesterday I saw a sundog, bright, beautiful. Well, everything is energy. Energy cannot be created, nor can it be transformed. Albert Einstein said something, but you know what? I don't quite remember exactly, but I'll bring it over and then I'll show you. Just a minute. I'll be right back. Excuse me for leaving you guys, but I wanted to say the right thing, the correct way. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. And this was said by Mr. Albert Einstein. This is one of my favorite quotes of him. And I have it in a place where I can always see it and remind myself of that. Now, to bring this subject and give it life, it is actually very fascinating for me to speak of energy, because this is what we are made of. It encompasses everything. Energy cannot be created, nor can it be transformed. So this is transforming but it doesn't, how can I say, it can be transformed. It dries, and then it becomes dry like these petals, because I have dried petals here. These are dried petals, and it transformed into dried petals. When a human being or an animal dies, the body becomes inert, and the spirit rises and walks out. Therefore, it's in another transformation, and the body stays there. The physical self stays, and the rots, and some people are buried and some other are cremated. Nevertheless, it's energy, because when it is all done and said, the person that's been cremated, there is this fine like sand, and those are the leftovers from their bones, and everything else, their hair, everything, but that's still energy. And when a flower ceases to exist, she maintains a little bit of the color. Like I'll show you, I saved this one. It used to be purple or lavender, and now it's almost black. There's a form to it, but she's no longer, there's no aroma or anything, but she still has her form, but yet there's no life in her. So the energy has gone out. So we're not a body that has energy, but that we are energy within the body and within the human form. So like I explained before, when a body dies, we do not stop existing. We simply shift forms. This is, I have said before, for me, God is a shapeshifter, because the way I see him, the way I have experienced him, excuse me, I gotta sit up a little higher here. The way that I have experienced him, her, is through nature, through people, through young people, through elderly people. And I believe there used to be a show that I really liked, but I don't remember the name. And it was kind of back in the 90s, I think. And it was about a high school kids, some kids in a high school, and then God being or coming in through the person that cleaned, I think it was either the cook, the teacher, the kid, the one that was having problems, the custodian. So, and I think they took that show off the air, but I don't remember the name of that show, but I really did like that show. So, like I said, we simply shift into forms, sort of like over from like heat into light, or like from sound into music, breath into wind. We're not the signal, not the machine, but we are the frequency, because energy is a frequency, is frequency. And we have lived for eons not knowing the measure of our creation, of our existence, our true divine existence, we're all been living in a matrix where we have all been accustomed to these forms of living, and our energy has been siphoned by others without our knowledge, and we ourselves have lived in a low vibrational frequencies where our lives have not been the best until we awaken. And when does that happen? When your soul is ready, when you have that feeling, that hunger. Because I believe that I believe that we are passionate souls, all of us. I believe that we are passionate, and when I use the word passionate, because that word encompasses, for me, all of the feeling that the soul experiences as a human being myself. When I experience music, for music is my muse, and also so many things bring out from me, because I am a very deep person. I can feel when I am feeling inspired, and music inspires me. Music inspires me, and she's my muse. Nature inspires me, and she's my muse as well. My dreams inspire me because God is within me, and God lives life within me. Therefore, I am always watching, where's the next sparkle coming from, the next idea coming from, the next moment of bliss that I feel. So it is so important for us to come to the self-knowledge of ourselves, to know who we are, so that we can come to the understanding of what life can be. We have many things written in this world, like there's patterns that everyone follows. You go to school from this age to that age, and you go then in high school, and then you go for 4 years in high school, and you take all these courses that are either mandated, some of them, and then you choose some of the others. And the whole thing is for what? For you to achieve something so that you can continue your education in the university, to see if you want to become an architect or a doctor or a nurse or a teacher. And then what happens after that? Then you get yourself a good job, and then you work hard, and you save your money, and you pay all your school loans. And what happens then? Then by that time, most people have a family, they get married, and then marriages break because people are not healed, and people are trying to, like in a rat race, and hurry up and get the house, and get the car paid off, and save money for the kids, the children that come for their school, and etc., etc. When people reach a time of about the 50s, late 50s, 60s, when you think, oh, they pretty much have everything. And I'm talking about, when I say everything, I'm talking about financially they are stable in a way, they work really hard, and they continue to work hard, but nobody really knows themselves. And many people discover that that's not what they want to follow. They don't want to do, I'm not happy with my job anymore, so things are happening, and then people get sick, some people die, some people have great towers that happen to them of things that are sicknesses or big things that affect people's lives. And many are living in a world where they just follow the norm, follow the pattern, the blueprint that has been placed here for all of us. You are in a certain religion, and you're a pretty good human being, you do this, you help your neighbor, you help others and that, but deep down you're not truly happy. You can be a famous person in Hollywood, or a famous singer and a band, and you know how they go for years and years, and everything is great, and then people start getting older, and the band is no longer together, and many people lose their dreams. And okay, so what I'm here to tell you today, to share with you, I'm so excited. You see, I have removed myself. And I've had 1 or 2 people tell me that I'm a little bit delusional. Yeah, and you know what? I kind of am, because I understand how this works. I am understanding. I wasn't born knowing everything, and I am not saying that I know everything. By far, no. But one thing I tell you, ignorance is the greatest malady in this world, or sickness. Ignorance. Because a person that does not know the self You can know many things. You can have a master's degree in business, a master's degree in sociology and history and whatever else. But if you don't have knowledge of the self, you're going to be just like everybody else. So I chose to be different. I choose to be different. And I've chosen that since I was little. And I am happy for this. For this has brought me to where I'm at today. And after coming to the understanding of healing and doing work with my inner self, with my inner child, she graduated me. And you already know that story if you go some videos back, and you'll hear and the experience that I had. My life is very magical in many ways. Sometimes money appears out of nowhere. Sometimes things happen to me that I totally have no idea of, and I receive dreams and things, and my dreams are very vivid, like as you can see from this picture here. Someone very dear to me painted this beautiful painting of a dream of mine. My dreams are like movies, and God talks to me. I understand His language. God speaks all languages, but the language of the heart and the mind, when it's coherent, there's a coherence between your mind and in your heart. Once you've united those, you can understand the universe. A flower can speak to you like a piece of music. Your own body can speak to you in different forms. Sometimes when I'm bathing and the water's washing me and I can feel her, I can literally feel, and I don't say this in a proud way or anything like that. I have a very childlike personality because I am grateful that I've been able to maintain this. But the water has like little hands, and I felt her caress me as I've washed myself, and sometimes I haven't been able to reach my bag. And as the water's dripping over, I can feel little hands washing me. And I giggle and I speak to the water when I'm taking a shower, because I am enamored with this life, and I'm enamored with the elements. And I know that we were brought here to have joy and to run wild and to have a different type of a life, not the one that's put in a box and you're told you gotta do this and 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 this. And when Christ came to the earth thousands of years ago, He taught many beautiful things and many beautiful concepts, but a lot of that was distorted. And they when they created the churches, like for example, and I don't want to say names, but there's one church specifically that has their people that come in penitence. They come to the church and they're hitting themselves, my fault and guilt and you can never, they put God separate from you. Like God is in this great higher sphere and you're nothing, so you can never achieve to go to Him. So you have to go to the priest that's sitting in the little house, and you have to come and ask for forgiveness. My mother told me of a story when years and years, and this is many years ago, my mother passed away and I never met my grandmother. But my grandmother, she was very ill. And so she suffered from heart problems, and she passed away with heart problems. My mother was only 15. So my mother told me that my grandfather had went to the to the priest in the Catholic Church. And I will say it because this has really happened. And the priest told my grandfather that what kind of a mass, because my grandfather wanted a mass for my grandmother to pray for her. And the priest asked how much money he would be willing to pay, because if he pays so much money, then these sins will be forgiven for my grandmother that was laying in the bed, pretty much couldn't move. She had a stroke and the whole left side of her body could not move. So my mother had to take care of her since she was 12 years of age. And my grandmother passed away when my mother was 15. So you can see my mother spent most of her life, of her young adolescent life, between 12 to 15, taking care of her mother. So the priest said that they needed money and to cover for that. And this story has been told in all my family, that we all know it. And so this is what I mean about distortion, because of the teachings. Everything is love. We are love. We come from a great creator that created us with love. And the purpose for us is to come to be here and to be free, to have a mind that's free, that we can think for ourselves, and we can have an evolution of our souls, because we've lived many lives, regardless of of those that don't understand it, don't accept that, that's okay. But one day you will come to that understanding, because it is. Just as there is a morning and there is a night, we live many lives. And I say that because I've discovered that. I didn't believe in that, but now I understand that, because I know I've lived other lives myself. So Jesus the Christ came to teach us that we are children of the Most High God. He didn't come to teach us about any religion. And anything else that was created by men, not by divinity. And I stand on that for me, this is for me, because each one of you has to find your own path. For me, the simplicity of God, yes, there are rules and regulations that you don't cross the street when the light, is red, of course, but there are laws in the universe that is something innate in each one of us. We know that we're not going to go kill our neighbor. Why would you want to do that? But there are people that do, and then they need to be told. So certain things had to be said for people to come to that understanding that they have to follow certain rules so that they can live in this world. But we are supposed to live life like a butterfly. She's here a short time. And I'm not saying that we have to have short lives, but what I mean is the beauty of the butterfly. She goes through this procedure, this metamorphosis, and then she changes into the free and beautiful butterfly that takes off and flies through the nature and the beautiful flowers, giving beauty and appreciating everything, and just bringing and breathing everything in. And I feel that we're supposed to do that ourselves. We are supposed to run wild and yet have an innate feeling of the security of the relationship that we have with our Creator. And so we walk in the light. And what is that walking in the light? When you walk in the light, you are loving yourself first. You have healed yourself because you think and you know that you are worthy. And when I talk about healing, all of us need to go through this, because there are so many people unhealed in relationships. They have all kinds of problems, and many of them don't say anything. They just live together but separately. And they're with together, even sleep together, but are not really together because they're not whole. If you are not whole, you cannot offer much. Your cup is empty. So for me, and when I've explained before, filling our cup is one of the most important things. Filling our cup to the rim, that it overflows with love, so that we can have more to give. And the idea for us is to discover who we are. We are truly masters of this world. Who wants to be controlled? Who wants to be told, this is how you have to live your life so that you can have success? This is the plan. Not for me. Everyone can find their own way, but for me, no longer. That has stopped making sense for me long time ago. I've been told that I was following the devil, and I was told many, many things. But my heart has never taken me to the wrong. When I listen to my heart, now if I listen to my head, yeah, I have gone the wrong way when I've listened just to my head. I want to share with you how amazing and how beautiful life really is. How life can be. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do anything or that you can't do a specific thing. If you have a dream of something, even if it sounds like the wildest and craziest of things, look at yourself in the mirror and say, who is my father? I know my father. My father loves me, and I'm no more special than all of you. We're all the same. God loves all his children the way he loves me. I know this, but I know it. And I want for you guys to know it. I feel sometimes that I'm like I'm just taken by the hand, like a baby, like to this place, to that place, and my eyes are open to some new knowledge or a new concept, and everything is, God shows me what I have within me. Within me is the universe. I'm a let me think of the word when I translate it. There are many layers to me. And I have to tell you what I did. I used a scalpel a long time ago. I wanted to see an onion, a big, huge, beautiful red onion. I took it with the scalpel and I started peeling. It took me about almost 2 hours, but I peeled the entire onion. And I'm not gonna lie to you, there were hundreds of layers to this onion. And that's how we are inside our soul. And you know what I think? In fact, I know this. This is why I like so many things. I have a variety of delightful, what's the word? Hobbies. I don't have the time right now, but I will in the future. In the very near future, I will have time for all things. I know that your reality can change like that. I know that you can be here one moment and you can be in another moment. I know that I come from the stars. I am in a human form, but I am no longer, I understand and I know that I am not from this world. And I have nothing against this world, mind you. I love this earth, and it's been a privilege for me to live here. But there is so much more. Like I've said before, there's so much behind the spectrum, but each person has to find that. I have been shown many things. God shows me many things, and I have communication with my higher self, with my Father. He's my lion. God for me is many forms. He's, like I said, a shapeshifter. And I have a special relationship with the lions and with the cats, even though I don't have a cat myself. I've seen in my dreams and in my visions how these animals are around me. These are my spirit animals, many of them. I have a hummingbird that's with me 24/7 that whispers in my ear, and when I hear the wings like this, you know how if you have ever watched a hummingbird, the hummingbird moves his little wings like thousands of like minutes. It's incredible how he's moving. You can't even barely see it. And I have like the spirit. This is why I call my channel the mystical hummingbird, because I consider myself a mystic, and since little I've been different. I'm different, and I know why I'm different. I'm not better than anyone else, no. But I know where I come from, and I know where I'm going, and I know my Father's taking me. He has plans for me. I know he has plans for all of you, but he hired me. He asked me to work for him, and I said yes. He asked me in a dream a long time ago. I want to say a couple of years ago. And he asked me to open up this channel and speak about him. And it's a privilege for me, and it's very humbling, because I used to say, well, what am I going to talk about? I don't know anything. But he told me that I have experiences with him that I must tell the world, because he wants his children to feel like I feel. And I'm sure there are many that are close to God, but look at your life. How is your life? How is your heart? Sometimes we lie to ourselves. I remember I used to lie to myself many things. I'm not ashamed of standing here to say that I am the daughter of the Creator. He created me as well as he created you, and he created nature, he created energy, he created everything. And this Creator is both male, female, and my Pachamama, and he's in everything and in nothing. And you'll look at me and think, what the fuck are you talking about? How can God not be in nothing? Yes, because the nothing is something, and from the nothing come out all the ideas. So there's this huge area in the universe where it's just full, like a black hole, emptiness, and from there come ideas. Why scientists have found, now they found AI, and there's a controversy about that, and I'm not going to discuss it here, but it has both positive and negative a feeling to it, and I might discuss it another time. But I know that all the things that are brought to us through imagination, it comes from the Creator for us to experience new things. And I feel so privileged to walk upon this earth, and to have been a mother, I have 3 beautiful children and 11 beautiful grandchildren. And I was able to be pregnant. Not every woman can say that. And I'm grateful for the time that I was. I am grateful for all of the experiences. I'm grateful for all the joy. I'm grateful for all the tears. I'm grateful that my heart was broken many, many times. I'm grateful because it's brought me to where I'm at today. And I wouldn't be able to be an empathetic soul if I had not gone through all that pain. And then the thing that fills my heart and mind with awe is the knowledge of God, the knowledge of my Father. So when Rumi said, to know thyself, to find you, you will find God. And when you find God, you find you. And there's no other feeling that fulfills you more. And every day is sacred. Life is sacred. Your spirit is sacred. Your body is sacred. Your energy is sacred. And I think of the many people that have relationships that are coming from, they jump from one bed to the other without realizing that when they jump to the next bed, they carry all the crap and the shit of the dirty sheets from the other relationship before healing themselves. Who wants to be with someone that's not healed? And to heal yourself is to love yourself. People don't understand that love is not about sex. Yes, of course, love and sex go together. Intimacy and all that, yes. But many don't understand that they are sacred themselves and their bodies are sacred. Their energy is sacred. You don't know there are incubus in other people? I have seen them. I have seen them one time when I was at Walmart. And that was the first time I saw one. And I've seen them at other times, that people actually walk with these things, these creepy crawlers on you. That's on your energy. And how do you take away that? By working with yourself and forgiving yourself, going through therapy, whatever you need to do to cleanse, to do a subconscious healing of all the hurts, forgiving yourself, forgiving others for having hurt you, and embracing your new life, and then writing down, keeping a journal of your desires and the things that no longer work for you. Get to know you. To know thyself, that's the greatest gift you can give to yourself. I speak so much about this that I cannot stop, because it's so important to love yourself. It's so important to have a knowledge of who you are. You are the daughter or a son of the King. Whatever you deem yourself to be in this world, whether you see yourself as a they or a them, or a he or a she, God loves all of you. There's no judgment. The biggest judgment that we have here on the earth is our own judgment and our own delusions of things how they should be. And things how they should be, you know how they should be? How our heart feels, how our mind thinks, and to see a beautiful world with people that are happy, that are successful in their careers. And the word peace truly is throughout the whole entire earth. There's no such thing about wars. In this day and age, why should we be experiencing war and killings and rapings and all that atrocity, most horrible things that have happened in the latter years? And why does the earth have, these horrible big earthquakes and movements? Because she can't take it anymore. She's in the process herself of, I want to say, no, that's not the word. She's also going through a transformation that we all are. Some people are aware and conscious of it, and others are not. Mother Earth is conscious of herself. She's conscious of the evolution of what she's going through. And she's going to waken up to a new earth, because she deserves it. Like I feel I deserve it too. And I know the day that I'm no longer here, I will still be here, for I know where I'm going to be. I know exactly where I'm going. And in all humbleness, I tell you, again, I'm not better than any of you. I love all of you, my brothers and my sisters, my soul family. And then when I discovered this, maybe I'll say it and I'll discuss this in another video. But we think we're so many, we're millions and millions, right? Millions of people. When at the end of the day, guess what? There's only one. And you'll think, oh, the lady, she's completely crazy. Ugh, erase or take away that. One day, you will come to that understanding. It only takes one. Have faith in yourselves. Love that being who you are. Make your dreams come true by believing in you, believing that there's a maker that's interested in your dreams. Your dreams are important for this maker because you live life. He lives life through you and you through him. But not everyone understands that. Try to keep your mind childlike. There's a saying, a scripture that Jesus said, let the children come unto me because they are the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within us, right? Okay. Not everybody knows that the kingdom of heaven is within them. They think they have to go through someone and someone else to achieve or to get to this great Father. He's within you. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him do I trust. Okay, so saying that, I'm gonna let you go and just tell you that you are loved. Create your new world, and the one that you have right now. If there's things that you don't agree with, or if there's things that you don't really are tired of, and say, you know what, this is not working for me anymore. You can say that, and you're thinking, well, how am I going to change it? You can change everything. Why? Because it's energy. Nothing is solid. Nothing is solid. It transforms itself into something else. Energy cannot die. It only transforms. So what happens with the renewal of your mind? When you transform your mind, you start transforming thoughts, ideas, and then start building up your faith and start creating baby steps so that you can have and build your faith, because maybe you don't understand. And if you don't understand, don't believe anything I say. Don't. You have your own thoughts. Ask. I promise you. As my name is Viviana, which is not Viviana, because in God's eyes we all have a special name. But I'm telling you, you will receive an answer. If you are sincere and if you come with a humble heart like a child, not all boastful and, hey, F off and this and that, because I'm telling you, I know, because I have been like that way too. And I was very adamant and very angry at God at one time. Very angry. And I demanded, and that wasn't working for me. But I was told to become like a child. And actually, I didn't even have to do that, because that's who I am. I'm very childlike. And some people may call me naive. And I don't want to say naive, because I have a great perception and I have a deeper understanding of things, and I can feel and see energies around people, auras, and I feel very privileged that my heart has opened enough so that I can understand the language of God. And I'm grateful for, and I want to call him my Savior, yes, but I take responsibility for my life. I feel that it's why such a beautiful being I know He loves us, but I take responsibility for what I've done, and I wouldn't want anybody to suffer for me. But He's my Savior in many ways, because many beautiful thoughts, and I love His teachings. I love, 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 I adore the teachings of the Christ. So with this said, I wish you a beautiful weekend that's coming up. I bless your lives. May your lives be blessed. May you find your inner child and feed that inner child and hug it and love it and take care of it, and listen to music. Music will bring that special being that you have inside. Let it out, and don't be afraid to be you. This world is too austere. I observe people when they're walking and everyone is like almost expressionless. There are very few people that have expression in their face. Most of them are haggard looking, weighing down, looking down, and probably worrying about how I'm going to feed myself, how I'm going to pay this, and how I'm going to do this. And the beauty of your soul, you're the one that needs to dress it, and the way you dress it is by addressing your soul with love and putting the most beautiful clothing on your soul, your inner child. How? By loving you, by feeding yourself good, healthy food, by thinking beautiful thoughts, by walking in the rain, by dancing, by doing the things that you love, through paint, through writing. And by loving, you honor the Creator that created you. And you don't take space in here just like everyone else. Like I used to think I'm just taking space, but I'm not. And you're not either. No one takes space. Without purpose, there's purpose for taking the space that you're taking. There's a purpose. And when you find your purpose, you're going to be so happy. I love you, my soul family. Believe in yourselves. Don't let go. Find God. Find God within you. Find the beauty within your soul. You have a beautiful soul. Look in the mirror and tell your soul you're beautiful. I love you. And listen to music that will uplift you. And do something kind for you. Get yourself a massage. Go out to dinner on your own. And go to the movies and see your favorite show. Or go to a concert like me. I love concerts. Can't get enough of them. But most of all, believe in who you are. Believe in who you can become. Believe that there's a magical world out there that can change, and you make the change. Like Gandhi said, you be the change. And then you'll see miraculous things happen in your life, and nothing will ever be the same. I know this. Life truly is miraculous. There's a world that you don't know about. And the language of the universe is love. Self-love. And then the universe will bow down unto you, and all things will be given unto you. You'll never want. Like, I love the Psalms my grandmother taught me. I love Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. For he leadeth me in greener pastures. So, if the Lord is my shepherd, my Jehovah, my Allah, my God, my lion, and my Lord, What should I fear? For all things are given unto me and unto you. So believe, create your faith. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I love you, my hummingbirds. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.